everyone, long time no see again. I seem to be starting all my videos off with that line lately, but this time I really feel like I have a really good reason for having been away, especially considering that I did pre-film videos that I should have posted during this time, but I really had no time to edit them and upload them because I have been traveling. My husband and I took a 2-week trip to Romania to see my family. As most of you probably know by now, I am Romanian and I've only moved to the United States for about a year now, and I do want to try to see my family as often as I can. When you live so far away from those you love, you learn to appreciate every moment with them, and these past 2 weeks have been absolutely incredible. What I want to do in this video is, first of all, I want to show you guys some of the nice places that I saw while I was in Romania, because since it was summer we were able to take really nice trips around the seaside area in Romania. Romania is by the Black Sea and that's where my parents live, and we were able to see a lot of the places around there. Most of them are going to be pictures, but I'm going to be trying to give you some details about the places that I saw. The first place that I want to show you guys from Romania that we saw was the Danube Delta, which in Romanian is Delta Dunării. This one is the second largest river delta in Europe, and the greater part of it is in Romania and the other part is in Ukraine. It is the best preserved river delta in the continent, and it is on UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites. My parents and I took a boat trip for most of the day and we saw a lot of wildlife. The delta in Romania is minimally inhabited. There are some scattered fishing villages and people live there. There are no cars there, and we actually went to one of these villages. It was called the 23rd Mile, and it is very interesting to go in this day and age to a place where there is no cars, and the roads are so narrow and it's just so unbelievable, and the views is just spectacular. The Danube Delta is one of the biggest objectives in Romania, so if you ever go to Romania, I highly recommend seeing it. After that we went to a small resort which is by the Danube Delta. It's called in Romanian Gura, Portitei, which translates to the Gatesmouth. It's this super tiny resort, a seaside resort, which is very exclusivist right now. It could only be reached by boat as well, and there's no cars, but it's so peaceful and it's so beautiful. We spent just a day on the beach there, and I spent a day reading, and it was so great because that was literally like the only time I got to read for more than like 10 minutes at the time. But that day I just spent reading on the beach, and it was so peaceful and so beautiful. Afterwards, we took a hike in the cave of Saint Casian. Saint Casian was a monk that brought Christianity, specifically Orthodoxism, in that region of the country. For those of you who don't know, in Romania most of us are Orthodox, so he actually helped spread Orthodoxism in that area, and this is a cave where he lived in isolation while he was preaching the religion, and it's a really nice hike. The last thing that we saw by the seaside was the Dobrogea Keys, which are in Romanian called Cheile Dobroje, and this is a natural reservation which is 10 kilometers in length, and it covers an area of 300 hectares, which is around 742 acres. And it is so beautiful. It contains some of the oldest rock formations in Europe, and that whole area was covered by the Black Sea and coral reefs long time ago, and it's so impressive being able to sit on those rocks knowing that at some point in time they were all underwater. I know that a lot of people are interested in traveling as well, and I love traveling, so I wanted to take the opportunity to share with you guys. So if you ever find yourselves in Romania, you know a couple of really cool places to see. Moving on to more bookish topics, the only book I managed to read while I was on vacation was Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. This is a psychological thriller which I've been meaning to read for ages, and I have been saving it for last because I've heard so many good things about it, and so many people say that this is Gillian Flynn's best novel. Considering I've loved all the other ones that she wrote, I was dying to read this, and I really had a great experience reading it. The book follows a woman by the name of Libby Day, and she is the only survivor of the massacre of her family, for which her brother is accused of having committed. And she is also the only witness in this massacre who has given a testimony against her brother, which has been the one testimony that has helped to put him in jail for life. And years later, when she's around 30, I think, she needs money and she gets involved with this murder club cult. They all think her brother is innocent, and they're trying to solve the murder that took place so many years ago. And initially she starts doing it for the money, but then she starts getting interested in the case and actually thinking that there might be more that she's not remembering, and that there might be a lot of repressed memories that could have led to her falsely accusing her brother of the massacre. It was a very interesting, very gripping thriller, and I really enjoyed it. However, I can't really say that this is my favorite Gillian Flynn. The problem with Dark Places is that I thought that the ending was a little too kind of nice for Gillian Flynn. After having read Gone Girl and Sharp Objects, considering I heard this was her best work, I was expecting it to be gut-wrenching and the ending to be like really bad, but I didn't feel that with this book, and that's why I feel like I could have loved this a lot more if the ending was a little more sick. I did still love it, and I love Gillian Flynn's writing, and I really hope that she's writing a new book and gonna publish one soon, because now I'm out of Gillian Flynn books to read. Moving on to the books that I brought back from Romania with me, I bought 2 books and I also got one as a gift. The book that I received as a gift was from my dad, and it is a Romanian translation of a Japanese book. My dad really loved my review of The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea by Yukio Mishima, and it actually convinced him to read Yukio Mishima, and after he bought himself a book and read it, he wanted me to have it, and he gave me Confessions of a Mask, and this is a Romanian translation, and I can't wait to read it and discuss it with my dad and then with you guys. The 2 books that I bought for myself are both Romanian because I am starting to feel the nostalgia of being away from my country. The first one that I bought is Casa cu Neguri by Teodor Constantin. This one translates as probably The House with Shadows or The Grey House. I don't even know. This is his debut novel, and I've never read anything by this guy, but my mom had good things to say about him, so I decided to give him a go. I read a little bit about the author, and it said that he's this very introverted person and he wrote dark books, so I'm really eager to read this one, and after I do, I will let you know if there's a translation or not for it. The other book that I picked up is called Sirasa by Andrei Ruse. This is set in Bucharest in the interbellic period, so in between World War I and World War II. And the interbellic period is one of the best times that Romania experienced from what I am able to understand from like stories from my grandparents and parents and reading history books. And I want to read more by that, and this is set in Bucharest, which is the capital city, and it focuses a lot on the entertainment life, I think, in Bucharest during the time. So I'm really excited to read this and kind of learn more about that time. I think this is pretty much it for all that I want to share with you guys in this video. I have so many video ideas, and I am actually contemplating Veda in August. I'm not exactly sure, just kind of contemplating it. I have about 3 pre-filmed videos that I'm planning to edit and upload. So I will really see you guys soon this time. Let me know down in the comments if you've been to Romania or if you want to go to Romania and see any of the places that I talked about. Let me know if you've heard of any of these books or read them or enjoyed them or anything you want to let me know. And I will talk to you there. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.